Begin tonight with the trial of Maya Hernandez. She is the Visalia woman charged in the hot car death of her one-year-old son here in Bakersfield.
Hernandez's murder trial was declared a mistrial after a hung jury. Today, Hernandez pleaded no contest to involuntary manslaughter as part of a plea bargain. 17's Connor Dorr was in court today and files this report.
The case of Maya Hernandez ends with a plea deal. The DA's office, instead of retrying Hernandez for murder, opted for 15 years in prison. 20-year-old Hernandez pled no contest to involuntary manslaughter, and her second-degree murder charge was dropped. Hernandez was taken to trial on the more serious second-degree murder charge. Jurors had to decide if Hernandez's actions were reckless disregard for her son's life or if it was a tragic accident.
The 12 members of our jury heard all of the evidence, and ultimately it was split towards not guilty.
Hernandez drove from Visalia to Bakersfield on a hot June day with her one-year-old son Emilio and two-year-old Mateo to get herself a cosmetic procedure at a medical spa. She left her sons in the car with the air conditioning on for over 2 hours. However, unknown to Hernandez, her 2022 Toyota Corolla Hybrid has a feature that shuts off after an hour of inactivity. Emilio died and Hernandez was charged with murder. The subsequent trial ultimately led to a hung jury. Eric Smith, the prosecutor on this case, said he had to take all of the evidence and mistrial into account when deciding whether to try Hernandez on murder again.
Ultimately, we wanted to retry her on murder. I mean, that's what we charged initially. That's what we believe she ultimately is culpable of. But we also had to take into account other factors.
Instead of retrying Hernandez, Smith dropped the second-degree murder charge. Hernandez will have 2 strikes on her record and a 15-year prison sentence. Instead of 15 to life, a second-degree murder conviction would have got her. But Alexia Torres-Stallings, a criminal defense attorney who has followed this trial closely, says Hernandez will most likely not serve the entire 15 years.
In this particular case, it is a determinate sentence. She will not serve more than around 85% of that particular sentence.
Michaela Kirkland, Hernandez's sister, cried as she reminisced about Emilio and Mateo.
It was a stupid, selfish mistake, I'll say, but at the end of the day, she didn't expect them to get hurt.
Now Hernandez hasn't been sentenced yet. That date has been set for March 5th. Outside Kern County Courthouse, Connor Dorr, 17 News.